Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm working on a one-page layout. This is a sketch from Sketch and Scrap, and I'll have a better picture on my blog, which I'll have the address down in the information box. But because this photo was based on a horizontal, I have a vertical photo, so I'm going to move it, which is the fun part about sketches, is that you can either follow them exactly or just use them as a jumping point. And I'm pretty much following it exactly, except for the fact that I turned it to its side. So I have this one photo of my daughter and I during the football halftime, actually. Usually, I mean, I'm into Super Bowl and football and all that. But for this particular year, I didn't care who was in the championship Super Bowl game, but we were excited about the halftime show. So that's why I wore my Mary J shirt and she wore her M&M one or Stan, whatever. Anyhow, so I cut this one piece of paper at 7 by 12. And then the other one, which is this one that I'm working on right now, now this was from a set. It was a 49er set that I had. Obviously the 49ers weren't in this Super Bowl, or I shouldn't say obviously, you don't know when you're watching this. This is 2022. And so I cut off that 49er part because I really just wanted the field with the numbers. And on the opposite side were those football looked like stripes. So I cut that at 4 by 12, and then I realized it was a little too long, so I cut it down to an inch off, so it was 3 by 12. So I totally guessed on the field, and I really cut it too thin. So I'm just going to stack them, and then later I'm going to try to hide them with the embellishments and the title. So the title was cut using my Cricut and print and cut, and it was just something that was on Design Space. I did, if you noticed earlier, I did cut a separate football that I was thinking I was going to put it on top of that just to add some dimension, but then I thought, no, I didn't really like it. I like just the football the way it was, so I don't use it. Now that arch looking thing, I don't know what you call it. If you're a follower of mine or if you subscribe to my channel, then you know that every so often I'll cut just random like labels in different shapes in black, white, tan. And these I use for like this type of thing, journaling blocks, bases for embellishment clusters. I use them on my scrapbooks and also my cards. And so I really like the way this one looked because it had a banner-like feel. And since we are doing a sports thing, you know, banners do go with sports, I did decide to matte my photo a little bit more because I needed more of that white or a part of the white to cover the seam of that the football field. And later I actually pulled it down and I used an embellishment to cover it. And I cut all these stars on my Cricut as well, but I also have star punches and things like that. But I like using the Cricut because you can do all kinds of random sizes. So you take one shape and then just adjust the sizes. And that's exactly what I did. So I placed them where I wanted them. And then I ended up using a black fine point pen and drew black outline around each of the stars. So I do that, and again, I just put them, you know, kind of in a triangle around the page. I really like the way it looks, but then I thought, of course, it needs a little bit more. So I do go through my my embellishment packs, and I grab some enamel stars, which I definitely need more of. So if you know of a company that just sells enamel stars, please let me know, because when we were at the expo, that was one of my one things that I was really looking for. And all I saw were enamel dots, which of course, you know, there's tons of those with different colors. And the stars that I saw were, I don't know, they were stickers and not enamel. Not that they need to be enamel, but I've owned enamel stars, so I know that they have some. So again, if you know of a company or where I can get some just enamel stars, I'd love it if you could leave me a comment and let me know where. But again, this is my sticker book. It's from an old Smash book, and those were kind of a thing back in the day. I never even used it, but what I did is I lined it all with some wax paper, and then these are all my like leftover stickers. So you know when you have a full sheet of stickers and you might use the majority of them, but there's always some extra. Instead of keeping the full 12 by 12 sheet or however large or small it is, I peel them off and I put them in this book, and they're separated by colors, so not really by theme, but you could definitely do it that way. And so I went in and I kind of looked more for browns and greens. I didn't find a whole lot, but I did find that little label. I cut off the heart, which you saw me do, and then I did actually find another little heart, which I put on somewhere on this page, and you'll see it in a minute. But once I put the enamel stars, that little, oh, there it is. There's the little heart sticker, which is funny because that's exactly where the heart was on the label that I cut off, but I just didn't like the way it looked. So that's why I cut it off and put that in there. So I'm just putting the Super Bowl there. I do search later for the number, and this was Super Bowl 56. Once I add my journaling, that's all fun. And basically that's what I'm saying. We didn't really care who won, but we were excited about the halftime show. And it's funny because, like I said, we are a sports family, and normally we just are all out with Super Bowl, even when we don't care about the teams. But like I said, in this particular case, we're really excited about this halftime show. And then you saw these little stickers that I have. I don't even know where I got these, but they're little tiny things. I think they're supposed to be for like a planner, but they worked out perfectly here. And I just put some little stars here and there. That seem to be the main theme, stars. I thought that really went with sports. But I do hope you like this page. And if you do, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. I do post 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking. The other is whatever it is I'm creating in the command center. And I've got to tell you, well, first of all, the command center is the name of my scrap room and also my blog. But also, I do a lot of different crafts. I'm sure if you're like me, I just like all things crafty. So it can be something from paper crafts. It could be stuff I'm doing on my Cricut. It could be painting rocks, which I'm going to have a video of that later. But it's just a lot of different things, mixed media, junk journaling, everything. So I do hope you decide to subscribe and leave me a comment and just say hi. Thanks again for watching. Bye.